Yeah, as far as the weather goes, are you ready for a little bit of a roller coaster ride? Temperatures
Take us on it.
Kids will love that.
finally going up and down like we expect them to do in the fall. So we are back on an uphill climb into the weekend. We are going to be back in the upper 80s by Sunday and into Monday, but then we see temperatures falling. In fact, during the day on Monday, we may have temperatures fall a bit into the afternoon, but the bigger fall in our temperature Wednesday and Thursday, high temperatures may only stay in the 70s, and that does come with some cold fronts. So initially on Monday, we're going to see drier air move in, but before that drier arrives, chance for rain is going to come on Monday before the cold front arrives. Then there is a weak front that moves in for Tuesday. Then the stronger resurging force of air moves in by Wednesday morning. So when we take a look at our wind, you will notice we have some strong southerly wind in place Sunday and Monday. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Keep that in mind. Monday, if it's your trash day, your trash can may be blown a little ways down the road, especially if you are a north and south facing street. The wind will be 16 to 26 miles per hour, sustain those gusts 40 miles per hour. The wind is light on Tuesday, but it is now out of the northwest. And then we see a northerly wind picking up 10 to 20 miles per hour with that next surge of cooler air moving in. So here's what I mean by that. We've got high pressure shifting to the east through the weekend. That's going to return our humidity, give us a slight chance for some showers. It turns really windy as we are awaiting the arrival of this low pressure system with our cold front. Rain chances increasing across the Lone Star State throughout the day on Sunday, but again, windy conditions Sunday and Monday. Then that cooler air starts to move in with cold front number 1. Remnants of Sarah moving up along this front, creating some heavy rainfall across the eastern Gulf of Mexico, but not so much across our region. Unfortunately, cooler air is drier air, and so that reinforcing surge of air moves in, and that's when we really start to feel cooler weather returning to Texas. So again, not a whole lot of rain anticipated for South Texas. If we do see rain, our best chance is going to come on Monday morning. So speaking of weather, we've got cold fronts. Surfers are ready, but surfing Santa also ready. This is your color of the weather forecast, I promised. And so this is Marlo Trevino, 5th grader. Don't forget, you can submit your kids' artwork to color the weather at KIIITV.com. And we'll talk more about surfing Santa coming up in the next hour. But wave heights, as I mentioned, they pick up over the weekend, but that comes with those gusty winds. So not the best conditions on Sunday or even on Monday, but then as that front passes through, we could see some really sweet wave action heading into Tuesday. Still not super cold on Tuesday, but then remember, the cold front moves through, has us cooler Wednesday into Thursday. As far as tropical weather goes, it doesn't look like we're going to get a whole lot of swell from Sarah. It weakens and isn't expected to remain intact enough to keep a name or a category from the National Hurricane Center as it moves into the Gulf of Mexico. But again, that energy is still moving toward Florida. Low pressure, this is the low. This is the weather pattern that's going to try to keep us a little cool as we head into next week. So that's what we're looking at. We'll talk about that 6 to 10 day outlook coming up. But for now, just a reminder, it will be windy Sunday and Monday. Weak cold front Monday, stronger cold front into Wednesday. Lexus, John Thomas.
Thank you so much for that, Carly.
Let's get some cool weather in here.
Yeah, speaking of
I'm working on it. We do have some sweater weather as you're headed out the door this morning. 52 degrees right now in Corpus Christi. We're in the 40s through Sinton, Romstown, Alice. Hebronville, Benavides also in the 40s, by the way, in case you're wondering. So it is cool across the coastal bend. Port Aransas at the beach still sitting at 65 degrees. And our temperatures do vary across Corpus Christi. We're 52 at the airport, but closer to the coastline and through Flower Bluff, we're likely in the 60s. On this Friday, we are going to warm conditions up. We'll be around 81 degrees at 2 p.m. I think we'll reach a high around 82 with the sunshine heating things up a bit. But overall, it's going to be a beautiful day. Our humidity is low. Our wind is light. It's going to be perfect conditions. Get outdoors. Enjoy the weather that we're going to experience on this Friday. It really doesn't get much better than that. No heat index or wind chill essential to discuss either. As far as sweater weather goes, today it's close enough, right? We're in the 50s. We see 50s returning by Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, looking at temperatures back in the 50s. There's a chance we're in the 50s Tuesday morning, and we'll be close Saturday. In fact, inland locations, Saturday and Tuesday morning, you will be in the 50s. It's Corpus Christi. That's a little bit of a gamble. But what we see here, high pressure moving away from Texas. That's going to bring onshore flow back. A lot of the wind, or a lot of the moisture, is going to be closer to Houston, but we could see a few showers on Sunday. Windy conditions setting up in between the cool air that's about to arrive and the high pressure that's setting up over the southeast. That's going to make it windy both Sunday and Monday. Then the cold front approaches on Monday. This is cold front number 1, not too strong. This is more of a Pacific front that kind of formed in the southern half of the United States. So it's going to bring some cooler overnight conditions, but not the coldest air. This low is the one that's going to reinforce that cooler air as our low pressure trough in the upper levels of the atmosphere enhances by the middle of the week. Remnants of Sarah are going to be pulled apart as it enters the Gulf of Mexico. So not anticipating any type of tropical development in the Gulf, but it is going to add moisture to that cold front and as it makes its way across those southeastern states. The cooler air arrives Wednesday into Thursday, and it looks like it may hang out into the second half of next week. High pressure, though, bringing sunshine back to the area, so we will slowly heat up. Most of the rain is associated with the tropical moisture that will move up along that cold front to the southeast, so we don't see a ton of rain across South Texas. But something to look forward to is our dew points falling again. So over the weekend, we will be humid again, but our dew points fall with those cold fronts will be dry again by next week. Tropical storm Sarah is in the Caribbean. It's going to hang out just north of Honduras and interact with Central America and the Yucatan Peninsula before weakening before it makes its way into the Gulf of Mexico. It's that high pressure that steers it north. It's our trough that's going to bring the cooler weather to the area Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday that takes that moisture toward Florida. There is another trough on the way. So when we take a look at our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, there is a chance we're still trending with below normal temperatures, about normal or below normal temperatures, which by Thanksgiving is closer to 73 and for your high, 53 for your low. And your 7-day forecast, again, windy conditions Sunday and Monday. Be prepared for that. Still warm Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then the cooler air arrives by the middle of the week. Alexis, John Thomas.
Carly, thank you. More and more people